Hello, and welcome to the Get Lean and Eat Clean podcast. My name is Brian Grin. I'm a certified health coach, trainer, and author. And this podcast is for middle-aged men and women looking to optimize their health and get their bodies back to what it once was 10 to 15 years ago. I will give you simple, actionable items to get long-term sustainable results. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. All right, welcome to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. My name is Brian Grin. I hope you had a great weekend. And today's micro podcast, we were just going to touch on some of the top tips I've been getting from the interviews that I've been doing with a lot of the health experts, along with, just a lot of the research and readings that I come across, whether it's, recently I was just reading about those blue zones, which hasn't come up in a while, but a while back they did a study done on the blue zones and characteristics of these individuals because they live a longer life, and these are several regions across the globe. And also just listen to my buddy Brad Kearns. He has a lot of great info as well regarding things that you should do on a daily basis to just live an optimal life and have your health, which is most important. If you don't have your health, well, I don't know what you have. So let's get right into it. Number one is obviously, if you were going to guess, what would it be? And that would be sleeping, making sure you sleep enough. And I think that one of the main keys that it's really helped me. I just got married this past year. We moved and we put these blackout shades into the room. And actually, we don't even have a clock. There's no clock. There is a TV, but it's never turned on. It is quiet, dark environment, and it's a cold environment. We keep it about 65. So I would say, from what I've been hearing as far as studies, between 60 and 68 degrees would be best. So 65, it's a nice, cool environment, and it's dark. And I think if you can just keep your sleep to your bedroom, meaning you're not doing, you're not doing work. You're not on your phone. You're not on your laptop. You're not watching TV. I mean, we have a TV in there, but it's probably been turned on, 3 times, 4 times, and we've lived in here for a few months now. So anyways, tip number 1, sleep enough, create a cool, dark environment that really helps. And then number 2, moving more. This could be lifting. This could be walking. This could be sprinting from time to time. This could be, whatever it is, jumping, climbing, if you want to say, get out and move, get outside. So moderate physical activity. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. I like to lift. I like to walk, and I'm outside quite a bit. I think this is so important, especially I'm in the Midwest. We're starting to get darker earlier, so get those walks in before it gets dark, and our weather's starting to get cool as well. So make sure you move every day. And if it's walking, that's great. If you could lift, that would be wonderful as well. You just don't want to be sedentary. So if you're sitting at a desk, get up every 20, 30 minutes, walk around, come back, and just make that a habit. So number 3, stress, reducing stress. I mean, we talk about this a lot. Actually, something that I've been implementing with my wife, which has been great, is we meditate before bed. And it's just such a great way to it's almost like you're cueing the body to go to sleep. And I think that's so important. I think, if you have a busy day and whatever, you could be on your phone and at the computer or laptop or with your kids or whatever. It's just a great way to separate the day and sort of just cues your body that it's time to sleep. So we've been meditating before bed. I recommend that with you and your partner, if you can do that. Perhaps some type of yoga. I like to do some type of movement prep yoga in the morning. And, these are just things that are often neglected, but they add up over time and they can really help reduce stress. Next is, this is one that's come up a few times, but probably doesn't get talked enough about, and that's socializing. I know it's been, obviously difficult with the pandemic and things like that, but socializing could literally be putting your iPhone down and actually just picking up the phone and calling someone as well, or doing some type of, if you're not sick of them already, doing some type of Zoom call or FaceTime. You want to have fun as much you can socially with your friends, because there's a lot of research out there showing that if we're not having a strong sense of community with family and friends, that this can really take a toll, and it could take a toll on stress. So socialize. Try to socialize if you can, not just sitting on your phone. So next is eating real foods, which is something that I probably talk about a lot with a lot of my guests. But whether you're a vegan or a carnivore or somewhere in between, I think eating whole foods based diet goes a long way. And that's obviously avoiding processed sugars, refined sugars and grains and vegetable oils, and sticking to, fish, meat, chicken, veggies, maybe some tubers or potatoes, maybe occasionally legumes or whole grains. I'm not big into them, but you can add those in as well. And like I mentioned, just avoiding refined grains and sugars, vegetable oils that are in pretty much everything. Occasionally I'll go out. We usually do all our cooking at home, but if I'm out and I want to get eggs, I make sure they cook them in butter. And this is just a small, simple tip. But I think last time I went out for eggs and I asked them if they had butter, they looked at me like I was crazy. I don't even think they knew what that was, being sarcastic. But anyways, once they found some decent butter, then they cooked my eggs. So, these are little things you could do when you go out. Make sure that they're not always cooking in just cheap refined vegetable oils. So eating whole foods is next. Those are the big ones. Eating whole foods, socializing, reducing stress, moving more, and sleeping enough. And I think if you can follow those, you're well on your way to a healthy lifestyle. With my wife and we've been trying to implement all those. Not trying, we have been. I think if anything, the one that I probably need to do more of is, more type of socializing. But for the most part, been doing all these. So let me know if you have any questions. I think sleeping enough, moving more, reducing stress, socializing, and eating real foods is a great place to start. So go ahead and write down or comment or shoot me an email. Let me know which one you're going to start with. I think you start with one and keep going on to the next. That's a great way to just ease your way into it. If we can get them all 5 in your life, that is optimal. So anyways, I hope you're enjoying these podcasts. Feel free to write a review. That would really help. 5-star, that'd be great. On any of the listening devices that you like to listen to, iTunes, Spotify, and so on and so forth. We're pretty much on most devices. So thanks again for listening, and enjoy your day and live optimally. Hey, Get Lean, Eat Clean Nation. Are you a man between the ages of 40 and 60 years old, looking to lose inches around your waist, have significantly more energy throughout the day, and gain muscle, all while minimizing the risk of injuries? Well, I'm looking for 3 to 5 people to work one-on-one with in my Fat Burner Blueprint Signature program, which I've developed by utilizing my 15 years experience in the health and fitness space. This program is designed specifically for those committed to making serious progress towards their health goals over the next 6 months. We will focus on sleep, stress, nutrition, meal timing, and building lean muscle. If this sounds like a fit for you, email me at brian@briangrin.com with the subject line Blueprint. That's brian@briangrin.com with the subject line Blueprint. Thanks for listening to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. I understand there are millions of other podcasts out there, and you've chosen to listen to mine, and I appreciate that. Check out the show notes at briangrin.com for everything that was mentioned in this episode. Feel free to subscribe to the podcast and share it with a friend or family member that's looking to get their body back to what it once was. Thanks again, and have a great day.